Hey folks, welcome back to the shop. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody for their thoughts and their prayers off of last week's video. We did Sunday go on the interview. It's not an interview. Don't call it an interview. It's not an interview. It was an interview. Anyway, we went and had a 2-hour discussion with the. It was basically, and unfortunately, this is the way the world goes around. It was going to come down to money. Okay. I knew that they probably would not be able to pay what I'm making here. So my wife and I sat down, did some numbers crunching. What do we actually need per year to pay our bills and, of course, still be able to eat? And we came up with a hard number. They came up with a hard number that was much higher than what I expected them to come up with. And we said, this is perfect. So good for them. They stretched out in faith. Okay, is what they're doing. And so in 4 weeks, I have a new home. I'm going to a new place. We are moving ourselves with this move, which is going to make it a little bit different. It's going to make it a lot different because I have to be far more physical anyway. But on the upside, I don't feel like I need to tear my tools down to the extent that I did 2 years ago when I moved here. The table saw can pretty much stay intact. It's a different lathe now than what it was before, but that lathe is not getting torn apart. Things like that. So that's going to help a lot. I'm going to have some help from folks here in this area. A lot of folks here have enclosed trailers. A couple of them have open trailers. And so we're going to be able to make it work out is what I'm trying to say. One thing I failed to mention was the decision after the interview. We went into a 2 to 3 day period of thought and prayer and discussion and things like that. And I got the call Tuesday evening. Last week's video went out on Tuesday, and I was already reading comments about how you guys were saying you're praying for us and God's going to bless us. And you have no idea how much I appreciate that, especially when I got the call Tuesday and learned what they were going to be able to pay. Thank you so much. I mentioned last video that my videos are getting 40 to 50 views, coming down from at one time 1,500 a video. I don't care because the people that are watching my videos, I feel like we're family. Okay, so thank you so much for that. The shop is absolutely a train wreck. Okay, and this whole thing needs to be cleaned out. It needs to be cleaned, and then it needs to be cleaned out. I need to start packing stuff up. I'm looking up above because there's boxes up there of stuff that fortunately I didn't unpack. I don't need to repack it. Some of the boxes I did unpack are actually sitting right over there. I just need to tape them up and I'm ready to go and start loading them up. I don't know how many more projects I'm going to have throughout the rest of this month, because I need to focus on getting things ready to get out of here. But there is one project that I absolutely need to finish because it is a gift for someone. And so I need to finish that. And then after that, I don't know. I don't think there's any more projects after that because I'm going to be in cleanup mode. As I said before, I'll give some updates along the way. I'm not going to film the entire moving process. Already did that. Don't need to do it again. But again, thank you folks for your thoughts and prayers. Let's get this last project done. Maybe last project, maybe not. I don't know. But I need to get it done because it's going to somebody in this area before I move. And so let's get rolling on that. Okay, so what I have here is a bowl that I started off camera because I had just finished the epoxy bowl for my wife. And I found another blank. This one's a little bit off center or a little bit lower on this end, but I think it's going to be kind of cool. And I was making this for someone and it did exactly the same thing, cracked horrendously. So obviously I think you can probably see that I chose to fill this one with red epoxy and I chose to fill it before I hollowed it out. I want to see if that makes a difference. I learned a couple things off of the first one that I did to this one, but not that one. And that is, if there's a crack, you got to clean that crack out. And so I used a Dremel with a little round disc and just ground it in there. okay? And it cleaned it up really nice. It should have plenty of epoxy in it to get through the entire crack. It's mostly already shaped. All I got to do is clean this up, flip it around, and uh, get it hollowed out and see what it looks like. I might change the jaws on my chuck so that it's gripping the outside as opposed to the inside. It'll give me a little bit better grip, because this is maple and it's dry and it's going to be yucky, basically, is what that's coming down to. So let's get this cleaned up, get it flipped around, get it hollowed out, and get it ready to give. Okay, folks, that's a wrap. Last project in this shop. Came out nice. It bit me. Did you see that? It bit me. Tried to get my whole hand in there. That was pretty stupid. But yeah, this is a gift. Like I said, it's going away. But that's the last one in this shop. Tomorrow, I got folks coming over to pack this up. That's going to be Saturday to you. To pack this place up with me and get it cleaned up, because I have to be out of this place by Sunday. This place is going away to make room for something different that's coming into this spot. Been a good shop. So from here on out, I have 2 weeks. Pack everything up, get moved. This is where I say, no more projects. I'm going to be busy, but hang in there, and I'm going to touch base as soon as I land where I'm going. So until then, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. God bless.